Hello, I hope you guys can hear me. Let me check on my end as well. Yep, seems to be working. Let's check voice memos. Hello, hello. Yeah, everything looks alright. So, yeah, let me start with the comments as I do always. Hi Manu, my resume look bad, but I'm good at doing work. I'm a Python engineer with 1 years of experience, currently working in such as or HFT solutions. Okay, I'll consider your profile. I'll review it. Can students apply? Yes, provided you're really good at something. So just to give you some context, what happened was hi, good evening, guys. Uh, Good morning, in fact. Said good evening. Good morning slash afternoon. Okay. So what happened was I posted a you know post on my YouTube community where I told them that we're hiring software engineers, and if you're interested, fill out the form. So people are applying to it. So that's what they're talking about. Bro, waiting for your videos more, man. Last week was it was crazy because I was involved. I was doing this other startup with my friend, and there's this another startup, AI startup that I'm working on, and there is consulting work as well. So I just didn't get time to do YouTube. Then it says Google search per second में आता था. Yeah, man, that's the reality. Then can you tell me how to start freelance? Which platform is good as beginner? It was really helpful. So I just registered for Fiverr. I would say Upwork is better. Upwork, Turing, TopTel. Then there is another platform, something like 10x Team or something like that. So these are really good platforms. Though I'm interested in this as a side project, will ping you on Discord. Sounds good. The idea already exists, and okay, I think that's a separate comment. Sir, I have one doubt. Should I do web dev and DSS side by side, or should I do one at a time? I would say do side by side. Focus on web dev and then do DSA on the side. That's the way to go. देन भाई तुम्हारे टाइम पे सिर्फ npm क्रिएट वाइट एट द रेट लेटेस्ट किया, फिर भी जॉब लगती थी. आज रिसेशन ऐसा है, नेक्स्ट टाइपस्क्रिप्ट वालों को भी जॉब नहीं मिल रही है. यार दैट्स नॉट ट्रू. हमारे टाइम पे भी थिंग्स वर डिफिकल्ट, क्योंकि उस टाइम पे टेक बूम नहीं आया था दैट यू गाइज आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. सो इट वॉजंट ईजी एट ऑल. लाइक आई रिमेंबर आई यूज टू गो फॉर इंटरव्यूज़, एंड आप सब लोगों को आज भी वो क्वेश्चंस नहीं पता होंगे जो मेरे से उस टाइम पूछे जाते हैं. एंगुलर में ऑन पुश है, क्या है, कैसे चलता है. दे यूज टू गेट टू द कोर ऑफ इट. जावास्क्रिप्ट में रिड्यूस है, यू कांट यूज़ एनी अदर वेरिएबल्स, एंड आपको ये कह रहे हैं कि सारी वैल्यूज़ को डबल करना है. तो वो उस टाइम के हिसाब से आई थिंक वॉजंट ईजी टू फिक्स. एंड मतलब काफ़ी मेरे से तो पर्सनली काफ़ी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते थे. सो इट वॉज नेवर ईजी फॉर मी एज वेल. Then 2.5 CR not possible annual. How many hours do you work on system? I think I've already answered it, but I'll answer it again. It is possible. I am going to be my next video is about that, where I show you my invoices right from the first one until my current business invoices, my personal invoices, like how much money I make on a personal basis, so things like that. But yeah, well, I think that's about it. Now I'll get back to chat. So hi guys, hi to the live stream chat. Shobit, Mohammed, Prathmesh, Sarup, hi to all of you. Do you guys have any questions? Otherwise, I'll speak about the opportunity that I was planning to discuss. I am a Java developer and have expertise in fintech domain. Is my profile good for data modeling? Yeah, I'll have to look into your profile in a more detailed way before I can comment or give feedback. But if you're good at at least one language, then I think you can do it. How many years of experience do you have with Rish? Mm. Okay. Meanwhile, he responds to it. I'm gonna start with the other things. So my agenda for today's live stream is three things. First, answer your questions, whatever you have. Second thing is the hiring plans, as I spoke about in my last video. And then the third thing is about the open source platform that we were building. So regarding comments, I'm gonna put a break right now, and then guys, I need to take a break. Oh shit. Just 1 second. हेलो हेलो ताऊ जी नमस्ते. अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, कोई नहीं ताऊ जी, फिर मैं कल आ जाता हूँ. शाम को आप मेरे को बता देना, आप जब भी हो फिर मैं तब आ जाऊँगा. ठीक है ताऊ जी, राम राम. Can you hear me now? Sorry boys, it was a really important call. Okay, there is little noise, though it is bearable as far as previous life. Oh man. Okay, so uh, I'm gonna put this comments answering on hold for a while, and I'll speak about the hiring opportunity that I have. Okay, so what we're doing is me and my founder friend. So the two of us are starting a company, and we're trying to help a Decacon startup from US. Decacon is a startup with more than 10 billion valuation. So we're gonna. You were still audible. Fuck. Okay. Fuck this guys. So, but yeah, it was an important call. So we were trying to. Uh, we are trying to help this US, Decacon, hire software engineers for data labeling work. And what data labeling is, just to give you some context, data labeling is where, let's say, imagine ChatGPT, you write prompt in ChatGPT and then you get two responses. And then what you do is you basically, let's say, so you get two responses, then you rate like which response is the good response and which one is the bad one, right? So imagine that this response, where let's say the prompt was that, hey, write me a code. This is my code for a game, for a memory game, where you there are four boxes and each box is colored in a different way, right? So there is yellow, red, green, and blue. Now once you click on I am ready, it paints all the boxes red. Oh, sorry, white. And then you have to remember which box was colored with which color. So let's say that's the game, and the model generated two responses. You have to run both these response, figure out which one is like absolutely worst, which one is the best one. The best one, just mark that okay, this is the best one, but these are the optimizations we can do, and this is how we can improve it further. So this is what it is about, where you label everything. You label the prompt, you label the responses, you tell us how optimal it is, how efficient it is, how accurate it is, what are the problems, how do you fix them, things like that. So that's what you'll be supposed to do. It is a great opportunity without any doubt. You can make good money. So yeah, that's about the opportunity. We're going to be hiring a lot of engineers, like in excess of like 500,000. So if you think so talking about what kind of engineers we need, first you should be able to spend like at least 20 hours per week on this. Okay, then the second thing is you should be proficient with at least one language. You should be proficient with either JavaScript, Python, let's say Golang, C, Java. So you need to know at least one language, really good. So yeah, that's what this opportunity is about. Okay, and what else? So that's about this opportunity. I'm gonna float around the form once again, because I think some of you might have missed it, but yeah. Think about it. Then the third thing is the open source project that we were building. I just didn't get the time to set it up, but I'm gonna set it up today so that you can start contributing. The way how it's gonna work is, I'm gonna set up a project. Okay, then I'm gonna set up the React app, the Node app, and then what you can do is I'm gonna create some issues in the repo, the repo that I'm gonna build, and then what you can do is you can start contributing to those issues, like fix that issue. For example, one issue is set up React router. Imagine if that's the case. So yeah, I'm gonna open issues, pick any issues, create a PR for it, and then we will review in March. So that's how it's gonna work. It's gonna be a React, Node, TypeScript app, and then yeah, you can start prepping for it. And top two students who do really good in that open source project, I'm gonna take them up for my personal consulting business, and I'll put them on it. And yeah, we can, for the scaling business, if you do great there, you can get promoted for the data labeling work. If you do great there, you can get promoted, and then we can hire you again in our consulting business. So that's another way of getting into it. uh, I'm gonna talk about the the data labeling work in a bit, and now I'm gonna get back to the comments. So Idrish, I've already spoken about it. Ganesh says brief about your hiring. I've already spoken about it. Pratmesh says please elaborate about the opportunity we discussed last time. Spoken. Kanak Bhatia says 2.5. Okay. Sarup says there is little noise. Sorry about that. Idrish says 2.5 years. So yeah, I think you must have like a fair bit of command over Java. But yeah, feel free to send me your resume on Discord or on Instagram, and I can take a look. Abhishek says your mic wasn't turned off. Oh man, let me delete this comment. Then Abraham says hello, best resources to learn React. Yeah, follow the documentation, and then follow, like, you can read on Medium as well. There are some really good resources on Medium. So there is a publication called Better Programming. They also have some really good React articles, so you can read from there as well. What are the skills required and what are the rounds, like how to get selected? Here I'm gonna review your resume. I'm gonna set up a small technical call or maybe a online technical test, and yeah, you just solve it, and then I get you hired. What are you going to start, and could you please tell me about the package? When are you going to start? Oh man, when am I going to start? So I've already sent in my batch of first 20 engineers for the data labeling work. We're still assessing like how things work out, and we're still trying to refine the onboarding experience and everything else, because the company has recently exploded into you know hiring data labelers. So I want to make sure when you guys join in, you have the best experience and you can get hired and onboarded like smoothly without any issues at all. And then among those 20 engineers I sent, I'm gonna push the initial 4 5 engineers to be the ones who onboard you further. So I'm just waiting for that. And then the package will be, if you're a fresher and let's say you have command on one language, you can expect something like 1 to 1.5k a month if you do like good 30 35 hours of work. So let's say if you do 30 hours per week, then it is 120 hours per month, and then you can expect something between $1,000 to $1,500. So that's the package. If you do good, I'm gonna, क्या freshers hire हो सकते हैं इसमें? Yes, freshers can be hired, but you need to be skilled at least one programming language among the ones I spoke about. So it is JavaScript, HTML, CSS. It's another, though it's not a programming language. Then Python. Then there is Golang, C, Java. So yeah, it's remote. Yeah, it is remote. Then yeah, I think that's about the opportunity. Then yeah, fill out the form. I'm gonna start reviewing those Google forms over this weekend, and yeah, then we can make a call. Then what else? About the open source project, I think that's also a really great opportunity if you're a fresher and you want to get hands on. You know, you can understand difficulty MERN stack. Could you tell me some questions? What sort of is it like prompt engineering? You're not so over here. You will write prompt as well, but it's not entirely prompt. So what we wanna do is we wanna improve the efficiency of the AI model. How we do it is we label the responses it generates, right? So prompt engineering is slightly different, but this one just overlaps by a tiny bit. So yeah, that's about it. Could you tell me questions so that we can understand difficulty MERN stack? Uh, like it is not supposed to be like crazy difficult. If you're talking about this opportunity, it's not supposed to be crazy difficult, but yeah, you need to pay attention to details. Like for example, if the model fixed, let's say you gave some code in your prompt, not in your prompt, but let's say the user gave some code in their prompt, and then the model fixed those issues, and you need to make sure that model has put proper comments. It has fixed the bug properly, the syntactical issues are not there, and things like that. So you need to pay attention to detail. You said there is a technical call. What sort of questions we can expect? Here, if you say that I'm proficient with JavaScript, I'm gonna ask you questions about JavaScript. If you say I'm proficient with React, then I'm gonna React. Then I'm gonna ask you questions about React. When it will be started, the remote job label, the data labeling work, it's most likely gonna start like maybe let's say 7 to 10-ish days from now. One says hello, hello. Then yeah. Any example of question? Hmm. ये नॉर्मल क्वेश्चंस जो होते हैं, like what is virtual DOM, why do you need virtual DOM, and things like that. When it will start, any idea? 7 to 10 days from now. What else? Yeah. Could you please tell us minimum system to data labeling job? Yeah, I haven't spoken to them about minimum system configurations, but I wonder if there will be minimum system configurations as long as you are able to run websites, because at the end of the day you'll be working on a website. So if you can do that, then I think you should be good. But yeah, I'm gonna again put the comments on hold for a bit. But yeah, guys, there are two really great opportunities that you can minimum to minimum salary for data labeling job. Here, if you do, if you're a fresher and if you're good, you can expect something between $1,000 to $1,500 for 120 hours of work per month. If you're experienced, let's say you have like 2 to 4 years of experience, you're great. You can expect something like $2,000 to $2,500. If you're like, let me type it down in the chat so that you guys can find it. Freshers are really good, between 1 to 1.5k dollars USD. Let me specify. Then 2 to 4 year experience, it can be increased by $1,000. And then 4 to 6 plus, we can do upwards of 3. And then if you do really good, then we can get you promoted really fast. So yep, that's the opportunity. Then what I was going to say was, guys, these two are really good opportunities. If you're someone who needs more, dude, how is it possible? Above figures are for 120 hours per month. Uh, I'll check and get back to you, but yeah, you should be eligible. Yeah. Okay. So but yeah, I would say, for those of you who are freshers and yeah, so for those of you who are freshers, I think what you can also do is you can start working on the platform that we're building. Show your work over there. Yeah, I can't disclose the name of the company, like for whom you'll be doing the data labeling work, because they don't want to do that. I'm still talking to their chief of staff, and he asked me not to, so I can't do that. But yeah, it's like a really big company, so it's a legit thing. Plus, a lot of my friends have already done it in the past, without me being the arbitrator. But yeah, it is a legit opportunity. They've made like close to 4 5 lakhs. Then yeah, you should focus on the open source platform that we're building. That's also a really good opportunity that you can showcase in your profile slash portfolio, and it can be a really good platform. So let's focus on building that as well. I'm gonna set up the report today, create some issues, and then I'll expect some of you to start taking up a few issues every now and then. And feel free to float the project around so that we can have more people on the on board with that. Long term opportunities, yeah, I won't say long term, but yeah, if even if you do like good like 4 odd months, I can absorb you in my consulting business. If not the consulting business, then I can get you, uh, then maybe I can get you hired somewhere else. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it off today, and you know I think I gotta get back to work, and I'm getting constant messages in the background. Unless you have any other questions, let me know, and we can always chat in my Discord. So those of you who don't know or who haven't joined my Discord, so do it. The link is in my YouTube bio. So yeah, join the Discord. Okay. If you have any other questions, feel free to hop into my Discord, and then